Ladies and gentlemen, a second pre-release for Minecraft Java Edition 1.16.2 has been released. Pre-release number 2 comes to you with mostly bug fixes, but also a number of improvements to custom world generation, and a tweak or two. My name is Slime, I'm here to guide you through all the changes in this pre-release. Let's start with gameplay. One of the changes from the previous pre-release has been reverted. Crimson and warped roots will no longer require shears when mined. If you switch the doEntityDrops gamerule to false, then item frames could not be emptied. That is fixed in this version. And paintings that were in the same block would pop off when the chunk loaded. A couple of fixes have been done to lava. Lava damage now works as it did in previous versions again. In the Nether update, you would get both lava and fire damage simultaneously when you were in lava. That's been fixed, so now you will only take lava damage once again. And lava could set Nether vegetation on fire, despite it being fire resistant. That is also fixed. A portal change: Minecarts would come out the wrong side of a Nether portal, and it could also lose momentum from ramming into the side of the portal. That has been fixed in this version. If you blew up a charged creeper and there were multiple variants of zombies nearby, then sometimes you wouldn't get a zombie head. That is fixed in this version. And you will now unlock stonecutter and smithing table recipes properly after crafting a stack of more than one. And a fix to the pufferfish. That would give you nausea level 2 instead of the maximum level of nausea, which is 1. Some mob changes in this version. Endermen would pick up and place snowless variants of snowy grass blocks. That is fixed in this version, along with a change that makes Endermen no longer place blocks on top of entities. That means, for instance, that they will no longer place down blocks that they carry on top of item frames. Redstone fixes in this version. Pistons facing down at level 1 or facing up at level 254 would not push, even if there was just air in the space in front of them. That has been fixed. And powered activator and detector rails would be deleted when pushed or pulled onto a block they couldn't be placed on. That is also fixed. Some world generation fixes in this version. Strongholds will now once again generate in the floating islands and cave buffet world presets. And for previously generated worlds, Ice Vendor will now properly locate strongholds in them as well. And if you were playing demo mode, then your position and inventory was reset when you relaunched the game. That bug is fixed in this version. A couple of user interface fixes. Dice are now in the same order as wool in the creative inventory. And the mob kill statistics line has been fixed to no longer say that a number killed you a mob name times. If you switch the nausea slider down to get the green tint instead of the wobbly effect, then that effect is no longer hidden when you hit F1 to turn off the user interface. Technical changes in this version. The execute in specifier for the execute command will now respect dimension scaling. That means that if you do execute in the Nether and then followed by relative coordinates, then the coordinates will now be scaled down by 8, just as if you walked through a portal. A couple of bugs have been fixed as well. If the send command feedback game rule is disabled, then feedback from using the /message command would not show up to the sender. That is fixed in this version, so you'll now always see that you're sending a message. And a fix for predicates. The distance check didn't work within predicates anymore, and that is fixed in this version. One fix for resource packs. The hat layer on helmets would detach from a piglin's head while they were bartering, and that is fixed in this version, so you can now use the hat layer even on piglins. Custom world changes in this version. You are unable to use custom or modified biomes in the overworld. In general, replacing parts of vanilla world generation now works properly, so you can, for instance, replace a feature or replace a biome without having to replace the entire dimension. Together with this, another fix for custom biomes in predicates. You can now reference a custom biome inside a predicate. A new field has been added to biomes as well. It's called player spawn friendly. When the game starts in a world, it will attempt to place the world spawn in a player spawn friendly biome if possible. Change has been done to the dimension format as well. Instead of the shrunk boolean, you now have a coordinate scale value. This is a floating point value between 0.00001 and 30 million, set to 1 for the default overworld and end, and 8 for the default Nether, representing the difference in coordinate scales between those dimensions. Changing this for the overworld or the Nether will affect how coordinates scale between those two dimensions when traveling through a portal, and changing them for any dimension will affect how the execute in command scales coordinates. And one more change, the Minecraft colon invalid template pool has been removed. Couple of fixes for performance and stability. In the latest versions, lag has been introduced quite severely by moving things around with pistons or otherwise causing lots of block updates. That has been fixed in this pre-release. And a number of crashes have been fixed relating to custom world settings. And those are all the changes in Minecraft 1.16.2 pre-release 2. Even though a number of crashes have been fixed, remember that testing versions are less stable and can cause corruptions with your world. So, if you want to try this version, do so on a backup of your world or on a separate test world. Remember that any world that you open in this version can never be safely downgraded to a previous version again. If you want to try it out but you don't know how to, then click on the link on the iCard of the video right now or in the video description. That'll take you to a tutorial video about how to get and play a Minecraft snapshot or pre-release. And that was all I had for you this time. I hope you found this update video useful, and if you did, please help me out in return, leave a like and share it with your friends. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest Minecraft news, then please subscribe to this channel, where I make update videos for every new snapshot, pre-release or release of Minecraft. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when the videos are out. My name is Sliced Slime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.